appeal. It's still impervious surface. So I'm not, I would have to respond to that.
I'd love to hear
you know, there's often these situations that come up, and staff gets them into them almost daily, and some of them become really difficult decisions. Whose role is certain particular items? You know, street tree limb. You know, is that the property owners? Is that the cities? How is it hanging? Does it look like it's dangerous? Is it not? And so these sort of issues come up almost daily.
But if this was so clear cut, just a private issue, why were we prepared to do something earlier? That's what I'm having trouble understanding.
At the time, that meeting was going very well and very smooth. We wanted to help out, try to say, okay, we'll assist with your private property drainage issue by taking the 20% or 25%, somewhere in that range, off the public street. We'll work with you on that. The idea being, if we were going to be doing a 75th Street project in the near future anyway, that would, at some point, we would redo that drive approach. The church could do it before then and could have done that for several years now.
I think that street was just kind of redone where the curbing and all that stuff is, just like within the last.
Yeah, but not curb and gutter.
No, we did a UMass project on that section, which is just a fine mill and a 3/4 inch overlay. Our standard mill and overlay is more a 2 or 3 inch mill, and we replace either spot curb and gutter, or we do full curb and gutter, which we did on Road last year. We did full curb and gutter, and on that street, when we do full replacement like that, we do driveway aprons. So on a full project, we do typically come through with some driveway apron replacement. But on that 75th Street project, it was just some minor spot curb repair, a couple of throat inlets, and then some patching right before that UVAS went down. So I would actually have to go back and look and see where the spot repairs were made. And prior to that, I think maybe about 4 years ago, I'd have to check again, where we did some spot repairs on 75th Street. Dan?
When the information is being requested, assuming, and I don't know, assuming water is the cause of erosion and so on and so forth, does that information indicate from where the water is coming?
In the Terracon report, there's a dashed lines that show the drainage basin isn't the right word, the drainage area, the watershed that drains to the eroded spot on the parking lot.
So in layperson's terms, the water that goes through the driveway, the source of that water is in the report.
The source is where?
I'm asking, is the source of the water that's going into the driveway?
Visually it is. Visually, so I didn't see the thing where it broke it down portion by percentage on the street, and then all the rest of it's from the church property. So if you look at the Terracon report, there's some dashed lines that show the drainage area draining to the erosion off the edge of the parking lot, about 20%. I didn't see a percentage from the Terracon report. That was an estimate made by city staff. Comes off of 75th Street, and the remaining 80% comes from the church property itself.
Okay, thank you.
Now, for me, looking at this issue, I'd like to see basically all the facts back on how this came about, and truly what it would take to correct the problem, if it is our problem or not. But with that being said, we'll put this back on Public Works Department. We're looking at additional water projects, SMAC funding. We've got a full plate, so I also want to make sure how we put things into the priority list is what we talked about earlier on. Not just because we show up and all of a sudden it's at the top of the list, because it's not really how it should work. I'm glad to hear the people and want to understand the full problem, and also want to understand, if we have involvement, if we don't have involvement. Right now, I can't make that decision without additional
Ted, I have a couple other questions that I'd like to get some feedback from Keith on. Is any of the water problem a result of high watershed erosion? I'm assuming that 20% of the street water, 20% of water coming over the sidewalk is the curb. It's not causing the damage alone by itself in these photographs. So is any of that caused by high water shedding and erosion that's had? I'd also want to know why, when Keith comes back, why we advise them, why the city advised them to stop wanting to make improvements on their own, when we asked that question of the people in Delmar just multiple times before, did you make any improvements on their own? And we kind of took a step from a different perspective. Here we heard, again, we've heard, knowing all the facts, that there was an attempt to make corrections on their own and were advised not to. So I'd like to know from Keith why we wouldn't let them make those changes.
We can actually answer that.
Yeah. So at one point, I need to look back at the notes and then years. In fact, they mentioned it in the testimony, what was it, 2011 maybe, where the church, in order to help stave off or stop some of the erosion off the parking lot, they took broken chunks of concrete. And I didn't see it, I'm just going off of what's been described in reports, and dumped it over the edge of the parking lot. That wasn't permitted, as in permitted drainage project. Drainage project permit. Did not obtain a drainage project permit. And so Public Works did find out about it and said, whoa, you can't make those kind of changes without getting a drainage permit. Now, the church claims back when that occurred, they were told not to do anything. We made it really clear when we met with them last year, you can do something. You can do improvements on your private property. You can do drainage improvements just like we can in our own private property. You just need a drainage permit, and usually drainage permits require some sort of drainage study or designed by an engineer. Now, again, what happened from 2009 to 2014, the church would claim they were told not to do anything. I don't know if that's translated from their efforts to do something and told not to, then they sort of translated that to can't do anything. That's a possibility.
Council, I entertain a motion.
I'd like to make a motion that we have Public Works take a look at the information that's been sent to us and come back with recommendations and work with the church so we have some idea.
Is there a second? Second.
With all due respect to the effort that the church congregation has made in the past and up to tonight, I was supportive of the motion until, with no offense intended, until it required working with the church at this point. Absolutely, when the city decides that we have a responsibility to make changes to that property, we want to work with the church. Right now, at least personally for myself, I'm only interested in understanding from Public Works, from a city perspective, what the city's responsibility is in this particular case and what the past facts are. So I am supportive of finding out from Public Works what the city's perspective is. Right at this point, I'm not sure what efficiency or expediency is added to that process by working with the church right now. Certainly, if we have responsibility there, I do want to work with the church. That's just my kind of editorial on the motion. It was to work with the church, though.
Ted?
I agree with what Amy's saying. Right now, I don't
is get the other information. I'm not sure the entire packet was included in those 54 pages. So asking Keith to get all of the information and be able to come back to council with recommendations. So there was some other stuff that I don't think got included. So
Thank you.
I just want to make sure we have the full information.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eric.
I just need to ask for a clarification now. But it seems to me like the church has some of the information, certainly these engineering studies. I mean, I'll leave it to Keith's discretion, but we're not instructing him that he cannot speak to the church or consider their information, are we? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and I just have a question, because one thing I'd be curious about when Public Works comes back is one of the commenters made a statement about how there are no storm drains on 75th. And aren't storm drains under the purview of the county's Stormwater Commission? And I don't know if that is even anything that would weigh into the flow. I mean, is that another issue? So I would be interested in knowing how that plays into that whole thing.
Did we have a second on that? Did somebody second it? Okay, thank you, Jordan. Do we want to restate, please? Could you please restate?
My first motion. I'd like to make a motion that we direct Public Works to evaluate the information that was given to us and to also make sure that they have all the information from the church and come back to council with a recommendation.
Okay. All right, council, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. Okay, announcements. You have those in your packet, but I did see that we've got peanut butter week coming up in October. Make sure you bring your peanut butter or drop it off at Hen House or wherever you go. And we have an executive session, so yeah. Yes. So, last item is executive session. Ted, do you have just for the public's knowledge, when we go into executive session, that's going to be the last item of business. We're going to leave the council, then we'll come back and adjourn the meeting. So there will be no further business tonight. So feel free to leave. Enjoy your evening. Thanks for coming tonight.
I'd like to make a motion pursuant to the KSA 75-43192 that the governing body recesses the executive session for a period not to exceed 2 minutes on matters of pending litigation. Present will be the mayor, city council, city administrator,